Welcome to this week's Weird and Wonderful Shortwave Roundup. This week, the buzzer, Russia's military channel marker, has taken a hit from shortwave pirates, who have been sending all sorts of strange interference over the air. Despite the buzzer being a military signal, part of a commandment network serving the Western Military District, these guys are not deterred from doing whatever they can to block it out. It's not the most sensible idea, but as a listener, it's quite interesting to hear. The buzzer was trolled by some bits of Spectrum art on February the 8th, but this was short-lived. I just missed the 25 and I'm not sure of the significance of this. Trollface, the infamous meme and a couple of other bits were also sent on the frequency. The pip, or a recording of the pip, which is another channel marker that's been active since around 1986, also made an appearance on the frequency. There was also an appearance by the Ghost of the Goose. I say ghost because this other famous Russian channel marker disappeared on August 1st, 2024 and hasn't been heard since. I also noted lots of music and sound effects during my monitoring that evening too. Take a listen. Music is a constant when the pirates come out to play on 4625 kHz. Anything from a rickroll to trance music goes. One interesting instance was the presence of these polytones on the frequency on February the 8th. They soon turned into a tune. The buzzer was trolled by Ich bin dein Gummibar on the evening of February the 9th. What piqued my interest though is the voice in between the music. It sounds like some sort of commercial advert. The Russia-Ukraine propaganda channels around 7 MHz feature similar voices, but without speaking whatever language is being used, it's hard to tell what's going on, so maybe somebody can translate.
Мы знаем, что тебе нравится. Собрали самые лучшие роли. Отправляй СМС-кодом на номер 4
Meanwhile, on 6911 kHz, the home of the Stalingrad ticking clock, which I've covered in detail in the videos you'll find in the description below, there was a pro-Russian pirate. He was playing the rock version of the national anthem by Lyub. Interestingly, on the 28th of June 2024, their Spotify profile was terminated as part of EU sanctions against Russia. And finally, I thought I'd include a recent clip from the Russia-Ukraine propaganda channels. Again, I've covered this before, but in simple terms, Russian and Ukraine pirates and radio amateurs take turns to battle it out with insults, music and propaganda. Let us know in the comments what's being said.
Мобилизованных заставляют подписывать контракты, чтобы отчитываться о привлечении новых солдат. Тем, кто отказывается, угрожают отправить в штурм, а это практически верная смерть. А я напомню, что поименный список погибших, который составляют журналисты, содержит более 91 тысячи имен. Все идет по плану. Просто по плану. Вот по графику. Российский пропагандист в студии Скобеевой сделал скандальное заявление о северокорейских солдатах. Он признал, что северокорейцы закончились, и им очень сложно воевать в этом конфликте. Такие откровения были точно не по плану.
That's all for this week's shortwave roundup of all of the weird and wonderful signals you can hear out there on the bands.